So, yeah.
Yeah, is one way to put it. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay, call me later?
You know I will.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. We should have never pushed you that hard.
Come here.
And on that note, welcome back to Tell Me Why. Apparently we're all good now
I
again.
miss you so much. It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
You dum-dum.
So is Allison cool now with
Okay,
Tyler
so
and Michael
I
being
need to show you
together?
something.
I mean, it hurt our relationship
You're kinda
earlier.
weirding me
Is
out.
she cool with that?
Can we sit down for a sec?
Not sure we know. She doesn't seem to mind right now.
So, what is it?
It was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
How do you know?
I asked him, point blank.
Arson's not his style. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. I do believe him, so I go for this answer.
I'm not surprised.
We went above
Burning
that
down the
earlier.
barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. There's something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft. He helped her build it. Apparently she never told anyone about it.
So when you
And
come
it's
into
still
the
there.
right.
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
Sure.
You've come this far. And a hidden loft? That's got secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
As always, we explore a little bit. Just so we don't miss any collectibles or anything, in case they are still around. So yeah, I was going about that before, and the thing is just, I believe Sam. It's possible the game is just tricking me, and in the end Sam is our father. That is very possible, but yeah, I believe him. The entire way the story has been written up to this point, the way he conducts himself, the way we interact with him. I don't think there's anything here. We should just go to Allison, but you never know. So yeah, the way he interacts with us, the way the story went, I do believe him. I don't know who the father is, but I do believe Sam that it's not him.
You want to take another look at the picture? It might help.
Well, it's up here. I don't need another
What do you
look.
think
It's
is
right
up here?
here.
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some real dark places.
It's probably just storage. We don't have to do this. I'll protect you. Ah, the timer is running. I'll protect you.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair.
It's perfectly
What do you
coiffed,
think is
so
up
you know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some real dark places.
can do that again. Hey, we can do it multiple times, so we
don't have
can.
to do this. We might not like what we find.
When has that ever stopped us?
Never. There's a ladder we can use. Apparently Tyler is of a different opinion. So I guess we do have to look at it. It's right up there. Like here.
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying.
Okay,
really
so apparently I
sketchy.
need to find something
My brain is going to some real dark places.
to.
It's probably just storage. We're gonna
Yes, that's preferred.
find like 13 years of National Geographic or something.
So why would
Probably
you keep it a
not.
secret then?
So nobody else learns about National
The
Geographic?
handle should be behind this.
Ah, there it is.
Use. So there were other things to look at. Does that work?
It's
Hey,
opening
it
up.
does.
The secret keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep. Come on, let's find a way to climb up there.
Okay, so I thought we can just go up there. Oh, now we can't look at any of those things anymore. Well, we probably didn't need any of them. Where's the ladder? That's a shame that I can't look at anything else now. But oh, that's a thing from the intro sequence. The moon, sun, whatever that is. That's really cool.
Can you see anything?
Nope, nada.
How did she do that? But it's still glowing like that.
Here, found a switch.
Holy shit. Well, that shaved a few years off my life. Whoa.
It is as disturbing as it is beautiful.
Her story.
That is her story, yeah.
Look, she left us something.
It's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
So...
Yeah. Let's start here.
Another riddle. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we solved all of them until now, but it sure as hell took us a while.
Recognize this?
Yeah. It's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right?
Why
you
can
check
I
the book?
select all of you? This looks a little bit, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think we have to just click through it until we find that picture, right?
Well,
There it is.
Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Something about Mary Ann, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes any sense?
So we have to find all the differences. Am I getting this right?
Okay, spot the differences.
Okay, I found Waldo. No, wrong genre. So she's hiding instead of being thrown in the water.
It moves. Oh, some of these parts are buttons. The Mad Hunter still has two hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before most of the stories or after.
Yeah, At some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Marianne.
Well, the Mad Hunter is probably our father, right? I think. So there's that hand. Where are the no, the flowers are the same. His face is the same. The castle is not on the picture.
Why do you think she added that castle in the background?
See the color of the flag? It could be her mother's castle. It looks like the princess is running away from it.
So, Marianne ran away from home. And she grew up kinda rich?
And she was she's hiding in the picture, but here she's falling into the water. What about that tree?
Huh. No goblins.
Yeah. In the original, the goblins managed to save the princess from the Mad Hunter.
So we saved Marianne from something. But not in this version?
So the Mad Hunter is the same. The stars up here are the same. The trees look a little bit different, but that's hardly matters. What's up here? The sun, and there's 3 stars around that and 3 stars on the up. Yeah, that's the same as well. So what's over here? Can I?
Figured anything out yet?
Well, yeah. I'm stumped. I'm still figuring it out.
No, I'm still figuring it out.
We have her, the tree, the hand. Oh, what's on the right side? No, that flower is the same as well. Or at least I don't see any differences there. So I'm wondering, like, does it do anything once I picked the correct ones? Or do I just need to leave it like that? Because I think we're done. And this picture, that is. So if we now exit. And we have the things highlighted now. A little bit of a hint on what we actually need to do would be quite welcome.
Okay, spot the differences.
Yeah, I think we've done that.
Well, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know.
The
Maybe it's a
Mad
message.
Hunter has a little
differences
blue
between the
up
two
here,
mean
and
something.
here he doesn't.
Something about Marianne, right?
But
Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why
I
don't we
don't
try to
think
find
that's
them
a
all and then see if it makes
no,
any
the
sense?
star. I mean, they are in different places. No, we're well, we're a little bit, but not really. The scaling is off all over the place, but generally speaking, the things are where they should be. What if I select
Maybe
this?
that branch looks a little bit different?
Does it?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Even if the branch is a little different, I don't really think that means anything. Huh. Is there an extra star here? Or am I just imagining that?
No, we're just imagining that.
It's
I wonder
just
what
a
he-
random star. No spec. It's not the same title, so I guess that counts as a difference?
Oh, you mean the
That's it.
title?
Whoa.
What's in there? Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next.
Oh, come on. So I meant the title, that was different. I thought they were pointing at the moon. And I was like, okay, that's exactly the same thing, but... Okay.
Pictures, letters.
Oh, that's a lot
Have
to
you ever
read.
seen any of these?
All the pictures of...
The gold lady. That was definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that. I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Marianne.
And a good one, too.
God, that's so not her.
That reminds me of some other game with a ballet dancer theme.
Oh, poor thing.
I forgot which one it was. It was a horror game though. What does it say? My birdie Polly, I'll miss you forever. So she had a bird. Good to know.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom in the background.
Did you know she studied engineering?
No. It looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
So she wanted to change from engineering to visual art and it was denied, or? Okay, that's interesting. So she went to university. I don't think she finished engineering.
An artsy environmentalist. Yep, that sounds like Marianne's exact kind of catnip.
That's interesting. Marianne, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit like, it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all this on our own, but your mom constantly putting pressure on us, things could have been different. But the damage is done and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry, you're an amazing person and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better off apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here but I'm gone, Brent. So Brent is probably the guy on
This
the
guy
picture.
been any more crypt? You think the guy with her is Brent? From the letter?
I would guess so.
Yeah, I do guess so. So where do we continue?
See that little light?
I see
We
that
need to
little
solve
light,
this
yes.
one next.
What gave that away for you? How did she come up with that? So she saw this and I mean, I'll do that next, sure, but what gave it away for her? Oh well, she has to have some
There's
skills.
the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
That looks 10 times more horrible than the one we just did, which was okay. Her cruel parents kept her locked away in the musty palace. Okay, so let's go through the stories. So, no, that's not the one. Do the stories start? So we don't have a picture here. Okay. Do the stories start with the princess running away? A mad hunter gets his hand back. The frog earns the right to speak. And here she is already basically gone, right? The bear and the princess be fixed house, yes. And this is... What can I choose?
Hey, I can move the
Oh,
piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure...
Is the gold lady setting the animals free?
Judging from the broomstick, I'd say she's getting rid of them, not setting them free.
okay, so there are 4 animals here and we need to figure out I mean, if there was a frog, I would have picked the frog, but the old lady is the mother, I guess. So we need to find an animal that we got rid of. Frog, beaver fixed the house, prince parties, goblins in the ice cave, prince two thieves. Bear's big paws, the moon hag loses her name, the goblins trick the mad hunter, the pelicans. Which animals do we even have? We have the frog, but the frog isn't in the story. We have, or in the picture, we have a horse, a bird, a cat, and a dog. And we have a bear, and we have a beaver. Here we have the moose, the pelican, the old bear, the big frog, moose, pelican, the beaver is there as well, and whatever this is supposed to be. A muskrat, okay. So that's... The muskrat had done nothing in particular, mooching off everyone else's hard work, but we don't have a muskrat here. I have absolutely no idea. The bird. There's a bird. Okay, we pick the bird. I'll just quickly go over it. Yeah, I think we pick the bird. Second one, we have an eye looking at something. Eye at the bottom, eye at the bottom, eye at the top. What is that? So that's ballet dancing? Right? The broom, cleaning, wool, and playing it. Well, ballet dancing, right?
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun.
She
Notice
was
how
dancing.
happy she looks in all these pictures. I don't think she was having any fun.
So, do we need to pick out something that wasn't fun? Because then it's probably cleaning. Or do we need to pick out something that she did have fun? The only thing that I can certainly confirm she did was dancing from the picture before, or from what we found. Right? Let's come back to that in case this isn't solved. The man she liked was an artist. We saw that on the picture.
What's the gold lady doing?
Whispering something into someone's ear behind the princess's back?
So this was the mom that wanted her to do the dancing. And here the artist, the guy we saw in the picture, was turned away by what the mother did. We read that in the story we just read, right? That the mom being into all of these issues basically drove him off. And then we see the princess fleeing from something, and she was fleeing from engineering. She wanted to get away from engineering and do visual arts. So there's the engineering.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away. Is that it?
It's opening.
Yep, we got it.
What's in there this time?
That's the house, right?
Is that
No
Carol?
comment, okay.
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young and happy.
What do we
Wow.
have here?
She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
Hey, the net pay isn't so bad.
Oh, so that's how she found the house.
Yeah, it's fine. Especially if you
Wow.
think about inflation,
She
that was
worked for a watchmaker in
1992
Juneau
and a
before
net
she moved
pay
to
of
Delos.
$1,500. That's not
No wonder
bad.
she was so handy.
That's a long letter.
Father.
Her father. Interesting. Oh, 3 pages. Thank you. Hey, let me read. Read. Marianne, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I am writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day. Friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Adi brought in a beautiful photo album full of our holiday pictures in Lacaner. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are, and that you and your child are both safe. So he doesn't even know she has twins. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All the suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock after dropping out of college and without a penny to your name. She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Marianne. A mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad. Yes, I understand his view.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us.
Wait,
Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
okay. So that was 1992. Yeah, it makes sense. So she was pregnant in 1992. That's three. Was that 3 years ahead of their birth? The whole thing happened in 2005, and I think we were 10 years old. That's all confusing. But yeah, that was before their birth. Interesting, interesting. What do we have here? Oh, that's a lot.
Park. Huh. Is that some kind of
Salmonberry
commune?
Park.
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, you know, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Mary Ann when the whole town was turning on us?
Well, sometimes things get weird, you know. Don't be a stranger. Keep on looking for those answers to the questions in your head to which you're blind. We miss you already, Sal and Bronvan. Sorry we're losing you to modern civilization. Well, that didn't really happen. We'll miss your positive attitude and your adventurous spirit. Also your wild edibles picking skills. Pretty Marcus. Bon voyage, Marianne. Rick. Marianne, you had the warmest, most beautiful aura, and I know you'll keep on shining wherever you land. Peace and blessings. Well, she was in a community for, well, people that were more in that theme, I guess. Thanks for being our little ray of sunshine. Godspeed. I like your pictures. Love, Kamala. Yeah, I mean, that's all fair and well. But that explains why she was open to a transgender child, right? We thought she wasn't, but she herself has experienced people being unopen to being different, I guess. And how you're treated when you don't fit the norm. So,
This
makes a
just
lot of
lit up,
sense.
so I think we're supposed to try this one next.
Oh, it lights up. Now I get it. Hey, actually, we have letters here. So that's an O
Do you have any idea what the code might be?
No.
on the
So we
yellow
should
one.
probably see
So
if
the
Marianne
colors
hid
matter.
anything before we go trying to guess.
Shut up, I'm doing it. Then a red L.
There are like a million possibilities. Probably quicker just to see if she left us a hint somewhere.
Technically, I could now just scroll through because we got 2 of the 3, but
What's this?
let's keep doing these.
Some sort of map?
So we need to start with one and then go to the others, right? So we need to find a starting point. One day she took her tiara and ran away to the forest. So that's the first story. The frog earns the right to speak. That was the frog. Where is the frog?
That's the Gold Lady's castle.
Yes, and she ran away with the frog. So either this one or this one. Because it's not around this area. It was with the frog, so it has to go up. And then the next one. The bear and the princess in the forest. So this
What's
one.
that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
And then we either... When we are in a house with the beaver finishes the house. So that's
This is the
here.
princess's house.
Yes, and the beaver just finished it. Then we all had that party, which
This
is
looks
here.
like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old bee.
And then, well, then there's only one left.
Some sort of clock? It seems like it's not doing anything. Maybe it's broken?
Apparently that didn't work.
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
So... It looked right. It looked right. Do we have any other things that we could... The clock is weird. The clock is weird. Oh, I have an idea. Every story starts with once upon a
Some sort
time.
of clock. That's the gold lady.
She
castle.
lived in the castle, ran away with a frog into the
What's that
forest.
plant thing on top?
Oh, those are.
The
definitely
beaver
just the
built her
princesses.
house, and then
This
they
looks
had
like a
that
dinner
party.
planet. Why is nothing happening? This looks like a dinner party with
They
the
had
old
the
bear and
party
very old
in
lady.
the
This is
house.
princess's house.
And then ran
What's
to the
that?
forest.
Come on.
Why does it... Does it even
Looks
start
like
with
a
a
dinner
clock?
party with the old bear and the very
I don't
old
want to
lady.
select that. I wanted to deselect this. Is the castle first or second? That's the first question. And what is it with the fields and the... She was running away. Once upon a
Some sort of
time has
clock.
to mean the clock is first. She
That's the
lived in the
gold lady
castle.
castle.
So this has to be the first two, right? She ran away from the castle with the frog into the forest. She needs a place to rest and to hide. Maybe the Mad Hunter is even her dad. I'm not entirely sure. That's possible. The big frog had reached the upper side of the ancient forest near the shores of a very deep lake. But no, they are all connected with each other. Well, okay, the clock is not connected to this one. Is this one connected to all of them? They reached the other side.
I'm pretty sure everything in the stash was dated. Why don't we go take another look?
What do you mean everything in the stash was dated? What does she mean? Are the stories dated? No. Or are they? Is it about... No. This has to be about the stories, right? But are the stories dated? I don't think they are. The beaver fixes the house.
This is
So-
the princess's house.
The frog swims her to the other side of the lake to the house. when they go into
What's
the
that
forest.
plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey,
This looks like a dinner. Come on.
When they? No. Have we not tried everything yet?
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear. This is the princess's house.
what's that?
Come on.
One day. So I think the clock is first, then the castle, because she's running away from it, with the help of the frog. She runs to the other side. How does the clock fit in all of this? The beaver fixes the house is the next story. There's the party.
I'm pretty sure everything in the stash was dated. Why don't we go take another look?
But which... So she goes here. She says we take another look. So we need to look at all the dates. So from when is... This doesn't have a date. Fast.
Could this guy have been any...
Fantastic.
So I guess she tried to change majors, but couldn't.
Her parents probably wanted her to study something more practical.
No.
Marianne Ronan, the very definition of the word practical.
This one? She ran away. She ran away? Oh, there are the flowers,
Both
look.
of her parents kind of sound like jerks. I would have run away too.
So when was this? The 17th of May, 1996. And that was the funeral. This has been the park.
Salmonberry Park. Huh.
June
Is that some kind of commune?
1992.
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, you know,
So that was
other people.
before
The weirdest part is how they all seem to
the
love her.
funeral.
Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on? Wow, she worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No
A
wonder she was so handy.
watchmaker, that's the clock. So she worked for a watchmaker. Start of 1992, when she moved. So
Wow.
wait, when was that?
She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she
That
moved to
was
Delos.
in 7
wonder she was so handy.
1992. And that was in... I already forgot. June. So that was before then, right? June,
Salmonberry
yes.
Park.
That was 6.
Huh. Is that some kind
So
of
that
commune?
when we
Looks like
watch.
it. So
This
weird to
is
imagine her living in a
from-
community like that. With, you know,
Nobody knows.
The weirdest part is that Carol.
This is
insane. Sam.
Carol and but that has to be afterwards.
So young. And happy.
So let me just quickly. She lived
That's
in the
Gold
house.
Lady's castle.
She
Some sort of
worked
vault.
there.
What's that plant thing on
Then
top?
this plant
Oh,
thing.
those are definitely
Then she
Santa's the
moved
princess.
to Juneau and
This
then
looks
had
like
the
a dinner.
party.
Come on.
Nope. Was there anything in here with a date? No.
Both of her parents kind of sound like jerks. I would have run away too.
What is the letter about? "1996. That's the last thing. And we already lived in. But whoa. I don't get what any of this is about. I do not get it. Does this have a date? No. Is it? Is the red thing a date? No.
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam.
That has no date
Look at
neither.
him. He's
It's a
so
dinner
young.
party with 3 people. That would fit. There's no date though. So we have the clock. The clock comes right after the letter. This has a date, but it gives like no information whatsoever.
Both of her parents kind of sound like jerks. I would have run away too.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I come back when I know anything.